Right, so we're here on the website of Flair, and we're going to access the product directly from this link here to my account. I just want to give you a quick introduction about Flair. So Flair, it's a recording tool. It works in 2 different steps. The first step is the actual meeting. So during your meeting, whether it's Zoom or Google Meet, there is an assistant or a robot that will join the video call. This assistant will record, transcribe, and analyze the video call. Nothing is done in real time, meaning you don't have any information as the meeting goes. But as soon as the meeting is finished, you're going to receive an email to your mailbox saying your meeting's been recorded and analyzed, and it's going to send you a link to that specific meeting, right? So now that we're in Flair, this is basically your call library. We've built Flair so that it's collaborative, meaning that it works at the workspace level. We're currently on my account, so on Jim account, but I also have teammates which are using Flair, and I'm able to also access their meetings and see, for example, what they're doing well. So if I take a specific meeting, you're going to see that we're going to see a bit the inside of Flair. So let's take this one, Claudia and Jim, Flair go-to-market sales enablement. So the first thing that comes up to mind, obviously, is this meeting being the recorded meeting here. And basically, the main idea behind Flair is that you're going to have the transcript here, you're going to have your video here, and then you have this meeting intelligence or meeting analytics. And all of these 3 components are closely related to each other, meaning if I decide to click on here in the meeting intelligence, it's going to take me there to the transcript, and it's also going to take me at this moment in the video. Now let's talk a bit about the engagement graph, this graph here. This graph is a mix of different inputs. Some inputs are emotion-based, and they're based on the video and the facial expressions of the people in the room. On that level, we're measuring 7 emotions. So if the emotion has a lot of intensity, the person is likely to be highly engaged. Whereas if the atmosphere in the room is rather neutral, then the engagement would be lower. Flair is also analyzing the audio. And when it analyzes the audio, it looks into whether people are asking questions, whether there is a lot of betweenness between participants, so whether the talk ratio and the exchange of talk time is high enough. And there's also a list of other audio inputs that we're measuring, that we're also highlighting negative statements, similarly for question and for engagement, which is shown in yellow throughout this graph. And last but not least, this tab here, which is basically condensing the video call in little snippets of information. The first snippet of information is the summary, which is generated by AI and by OpenAI. And the idea here is that each of these points give very high level information at different moments of the call. And you can always decide to expand it if you want to deep dive a little bit into this key bullet point. Right? And this basically helps me navigate my call fairly quickly without having to look for the key moments every time of the call. So I can simply look here, I can see that this seems like an important moment, and I can jump straight to it. Now, another thing that we're extracting from the transcript with AI is the action items. So these basically entail next steps. Now, finally, we have this tab here, the intelligence tab. This one is still in beta, and it's something that we can help you develop either from our insights or with our tech team. So this is a way for you to interact with the meeting like you would interact with ChatGPT. Right? So you can ask direct questions about the meeting. For example, where could we improve during this meeting? Or when did the engagement drop? The follow-up email. Right? So this is a bit of an overview of what's going on into Flair. Obviously, we have more capabilities like sharing, changing the visibility for the team, and so on. But I hope this gives you some insights into what's happening behind Flair. And then when it comes to settings and so on, maybe the most important things here is we have already an integration with Google Calendar, we have an integration with HubSpot, and we're already covering 4 languages, English, Portuguese, French, and Spanish. If you have any other questions, please let me know, and I'm happy to schedule a call. Thank you.